coming to you from deep inside the bowels of a great big empty. Get ready for another episode of The Home Defense Show with Skip Coryell.
This is Phoenix Coryell. Welcome to the Home Defense Show.
Hey, welcome to the Home Defense Show. This is Skip Coryell. I'm your host, and every week I'm your host. Hey, today I want just a short video, okay? I got a new book out here, Sunrise Reflections, Finding Hope in Hard Times. Love that cover. My good friend Ron Bell, he made that cover for me. It's awesome. I love it. But this is really the first book that I've made like this. I wrote this primarily because I'm just seeing so many depressed people out there, so many people having problems, they're not adjusting to the craziness in the world, and they're just kind of giving up hope. And so I wanted to write something. This is totally autobiographical. I mean, anyone who knows me, if you're my personal friend, my students, they know me a little bit, but you don't know all the crap I've gone through in the last, 64 years, okay? and I'm 64 now. Well, I tell you, I've had a rough life. I'm on my third marriage. 2 bad marriages, 2 terrible divorces, just all kinds of really nasty stuff. Not fun at all. If you've got a good woman, you better treat her right. Treat her right because you want to keep her. She's like gold, platinum. But anyways, back to the book, Sunrise Reflections. I love this book. I wrote it in like 30 days, but it's a devotional, and basically I talk about my experience with hard times, how I got through it, and it's like now, man, it's not even fair. I am so happy now that I should spank myself every day because I just don't deserve this much happiness. But man, I got a wife who loves me, I got kids that love me, I've got 15 grandkids, and I got to tell you, folks, people need hope. And one of the messages that I send out in this book is, if you're going through hard times, you got to relax, okay? Don't despair. Don't lose hope, because everything with a beginning has an ending, okay? So what you're feeling today isn't what you're going to be feeling a year from now, or even 6 months from now, okay? It's going to get better, provided you get on the right path and start doing the right things. I had Doug Giles, you saw him at the Second Amendment March. He's a different kind of pastor, isn't he? In the foreword, he wrote, "Please note in Jesus' first podcast." I didn't know Jesus had a podcast. I'd like to subscribe to it, but I couldn't find it, online anywhere. He says, the Sermon on the Mount, the following 3 are Jesus. Please note in Jesus' first podcast, the Sermon on the Mount, the following 3 observations. 1, Jesus promised pain. 2, not everyone's going to make it. And 3, his preaching has a punch. I love that. Jesus doesn't say if you get hit by a storm, but when you get hit by a storm. Folks, you live long enough, you're going to go through some hard times. Then he goes on to say, and that's what I dig about Skip's book. In the midst of cataclysmic lies that are rocking our world comes a simple clarion call to worship Christ, focus on the family, and cherish our hard-won freedoms. So, man, Doug likes it, so you should like it too. But I've got, the first chapter. There's a little bit of funny stuff in here too. I talk a lot about experiences I had in the Marine Corps. I had some funny stuff happen to me in the Marine Corps. It wasn't funny at the time, but in retrospect, it was funny. The first chapter, titled They call me Jungle Butt. I'm not going to tell you what that's all about, but it's funny now, but it wasn't funny then. I really thought I was going to die. But it's got all kinds of hopeful quotes, good quotes from people wiser than me. You're going to learn some more words. You're going to get your vocabulary boosted up. And there's always, the moral of the story. And then at the end, when all is said and done, I'll read this one just. When all is said and done, what you can see with your eyes is just a small part of life. Faith is a choice. Choose to believe, to hope, and peace will follow. The Bible reminds us that God is always there for us. Never lose hope. No matter what happens in your life, God is always there. God always loves you. The world will let you down, but God is always there for you. Remember God's promise to Joshua. He has the same promise for you. Never will I leave you. Never will I forsake you. That's a pretty good promise. It's not a hope, it's a promise. But hey, there's like 30 chapters in here of things that have happened to me that you're going to enjoy just for the entertainment value. But hey, check out this Sunrise Reflections, Finding Hope in Hard Times. It's on ebook on Kindle, paperback. If you want an autographed copy, just send me $15. PayPal at skipcoryell@hotmail.com, and tell me your name, and if I don't know you, and I'll get it out to you. I'll get you a signed copy. Just $15. That'll do it. I'm not looking to make a ton of money off this book. I'd rather get the word out because I really feel like this one could actually do some good in the world. It's not just for entertainment. It's about helping people get through all the crap that we're going through right now. But yeah, it's on audiobook, ebook, and paperback. Amazon.com for the audiobook and the paperback and the ebook. Okay, that's about all I have for today. I want to keep this a short message, but I'm getting ready to go out hunting right now. It is archery season, so I'm going to take out either Phoenix or Cedar right now, whoever wants to go out there with me. And going to see if we can kill Bambi. Why? Because he's been a naughty boy. So Bambi must die. All right. Sunrise Reflections, Finding Hope in Hard Times. Except for Bambi. I'm going to give Bambi some hard times. All right. Love you guys. Check out the book, Sunrise Reflections, Amazon.com. All right. Oh, and don't forget our sponsors. Center Shot Indoor Gun Range, CenterShotGunRange.com, where it's always a perfect 70 degrees, and it's getting colder out there, so that's more important than it used to be. And also check out USCCA, United States Concealed Carry Association. All right. I will see you next week in a couple hours. I'm going to be gutting out of here. Have a nice day. Drive safely.
Bye-bye, boys!
Have fun storming the castle!